This is a live look at the Swamp, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium in Gainesville. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Texas Tech Red Raiders and the Florida Gators. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in with the Gators head coach before the game. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Gators headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. It's inside. It's Dickey. Pass to 6. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
To the air, it's Hammond. Release to the back. Out wide right, it's Dickey. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Left side is Eakin. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Red Raiders have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Carter. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They've got him corralled.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be 4th down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Right down the boulevard, it's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. He'll start on the ground with Jaden Ball. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones wants to throw it. Out wide left, it's Mays. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, you're trailing into games. Someone's got to make a play. There's an accurate throw by the quarterback, and when you throw it accurately like that, you give your receiver an opportunity to advance the ball. Good, strong running. He's able to break a tackle, and that's an explosive play they need now as they're trying to tie this game up.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Here's a give the ball. Turning it on. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Handoff again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Reels it in. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
Quick give. It's Pryor.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Jones to throw. Buying time to his right. Trying to escape and get it himself. Flies to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Wants to throw on first. Takes a shot at the end zone. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. That's the end of the quarter, and Texas Tech is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Back's got it on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Making the adjustment. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
And the defense catches a break on that one because he was open, and I think he was going to get the first down on that 3rd down. But, man, just lack of focus. Sometimes you want to run so fast when you're catching that ball, and you just lose focus for a second and drop that football to the turf.
Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And they'll kick it from the left side, a 44-yard try. And it slips just inside that right upright. And with the field goal, we are tied here in the second quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Dickey. He's past the marker. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Red Raiders just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. To the ground. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams can you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does, and I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He'll pull it down. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run, but that time they had them all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Looking for a man. It's Hammond. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Dickey. Tough to run it this deep in the red zone, and he found nothing at all that time.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Red Raiders! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Fresh set of downs going up top. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You can see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. The Gators want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Jones wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. Left side, it's Brown. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Throws toward the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
Oh, and that's a missed opportunity for the offense. You get the matchup you want, you take the shot, the play's there to be made for a touchdown, and he drops it.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down and run. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Deep in the end zone, it's Lee. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Deep in their own territory, they'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. And he's brought down after a short gain. Trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Back to throw, it's Hammond. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Texas Tech will call a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. Third and short from inside the 20. Churns into the pile. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down. And the Red Raiders racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Second and long here. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Right side, it's Johnson. There he goes. The 50. At the 30. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this one is perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority one. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. As the Gators head for the locker room by the watchful eye, that Bull Gator head. Let's check in with Kevin Connors at the half.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We start with Notre Dame taking on the number 4 team, the Georgia Bulldogs. And it's the Fighting Irish, who are rewarded for feeding their star. For some reason, he plays better at home, and this team plays better at home, as they did today.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense.
That gets their record to 3-0 on the season.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things.
Free up the gut! And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Big plays like that makes play calling so much easier. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 34. Jones to throw. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
It's just not the type of game this guy envisioned. Being in the second half, being less than 50% completions, he has not found any success throwing it. A lot of that you got to give to the defense. They've been in the right place and they've made plays, but he's simply not had his best game today.
Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. The Gators in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the 3rd. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Could not make his way to the corner.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Simmons. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, if you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Rush is on. And it's a sack.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
Tie ball game as we play in the third quarter. It's 2nd and 10. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Fires to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Simmons. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. Drops back on first down. Throws to the wideout. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Boy, had a chance to make a connection there, but he fired it in there. Maybe needed to take just a hair off of that one.
Hey, these quarterbacks nowadays, Reese, they got that arm arrogance, baby. They're trying to fit everything in there right now, cramming in that box. Sometimes you got to take a few RPMs off of it, soften it up a little bit, and use a little bit of touch.
Remember, down where you start the slide, and he'll be short of the line to gain. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Turns it upfield. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off.
And that's a play the defense has got to be able to make, guys, right there on 4th down. You're in the third quarter, second half. You're playing at home, and it's a close game. You've got a huge opportunity to seize momentum. And you just get the feeling that that momentum is going to be a big factor here in the second half. Someone had to step up and make a play, and they just couldn't get it done.
Oh, he's got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Red Raiders. That one will give them the lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. He marched 78 yards down the field, and the score came on an impressive run from the 20.
Number 95, set to kick this one.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Gators offense, ready to go on the attack. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Quarterback keeps it. Pickup of 8, it's now 2nd and 2.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
Hey, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Jones wants to throw it. Back's got it on the screen. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Fires to the big fella. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
Well, they weren't throwing to the sticks on that third down. They hit the drag route, and they get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on third downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but he left some points off the scoreboard there.
Stopped in his tracks. He got nothing. It'll be 2nd and 10. That's the end of the period, and it's Texas Tech holding the lead. And now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Unloads to the wideout. Left side is Lee. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Motion from the back. Sells to run, wants to pass. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Red Raiders now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Second down, going to throw it. Going to take a shot. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Ooh, you're living dangerously now. You've got the lead late in the game. Don't do anything to turn it over. And they almost did throwing it there. If I'm the head coach now, I'm thinking, man, let's just run the ball.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the offense is really backed up as this ball is down at the 5.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. They built up some time of possession with that last drive, but couldn't turn it into points with the missed field goal. We'll see if they can put something on the board this time. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jones to throw. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking wrong. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Second down to the air. Fires to the wideout. With the catch, it's Eakin. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, it's Dickey. Across the 25, he's got room. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the 1st down.
Really nice job by the running back here in the 4th quarter, picking up that 1st down. They need him now. They've got the lead, but not by a lot late in the game. They need him to play his best football at a moment in the game when everything is on the line.
They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
When the offense can run the football and you can feature a guy like this that will get more yards than his block that you can really depend on, hangs on to the football, like it makes offense super easy, especially down the stretch when you want to eat that clock and you want to possess the football. Just nice to have that kind of guy.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Couldn't quite hang on to that one, and this red zone defense came that close to forcing the turnover. 3rd down coming up.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. The offense didn't even glance to the sidelines. They'll stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Whistle sounds, but they get the timeout called just before the delay of game.